The couple things that I'm going to say in this video are going to help you tremendously. And the things that I'm going to mention, 99 to 100% of all of you watching are making these mistakes unless if you're hearing me tell you not to do it. Here's the thing that I see a lot of people do that is the reason why they don't manifest their specific person back. But if you do this formula, it will for a certain 100% work. I'm gonna tell you right now what it takes.
That's easy.
Hey guys, I'm Jasmine with Manifest Fast with Jasmine, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about how to make him come back to you. So this is law of attraction, manifestation stuff. This is not a gimmick. Law of attraction is real and you can make it work for you if you believe it and if you know how to make it work. So make sure that you're watching all the way until the end so that you fully actually really understand what I'm saying, and I'm going to tell you the common mistakes that people make, so make sure that you are staying tuned so that you don't miss that. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, click the bell button, click all to receive all notifications, because on my channel I have premieres, which means you get a sneak peek at the videos that are coming out before they even come out. When they come out, you'll be notified, and that means that you can join the chat on YouTube while we watch the video together. Also, I just want to tell you guys that I finally launched my new group. It took me 1 year to find this amazing platform that I'm using. The first thing that we're doing is live Q&As via Zoom. So this is the best time for you to join because there's not that many people in there right now. So that means that during the live Q&A sessions with me, you're going to get a lot more personal attention. So that link is below. Also, I'm going to be starting my aligned action courses to help you guys manifest your specific people. I haven't started that yet because I'm waiting for people to join before I get started with the course, but basically you can sit in the course live via Zoom while I'm teaching it, and then everything that I record, you can go back and watch the videos later, and the same goes for the live Q&A as well. If you just want coaching, I have that as well, and I also have courses for you guys. All those links are below. All right, so how to make him come back to you. The first thing that I'm gonna cover, and make sure that you stay tuned because the couple things that I'm going to say in this video are going to help you tremendously, and the things that I'm going to mention are by far like 99 to 100% of all of you watching are making these mistakes unless if you're hearing me tell you not to do it. So make sure that you're watching because this is going to help you tremendously to get whoever it is that you want to come back to you. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is the believability factor. We have to talk about this because in law of attraction, you get what you believe. You get what you most believe. Your beliefs manifest. So most of you watching this video are watching it because you don't actually believe in what you want, right? Okay, makes sense. In order to believe in what you want, you can't just try to make yourself believe it. You can't just be like, I'm gonna believe that, or try to hammer it into your head, because now you're resisting where you currently are. You're resisting the fact that you just don't believe it, and you're trying to change the fact that you just don't believe it. That doesn't work either, because if you think about law of attraction, you're planting a seed and the seed grows. So if you don't actually believe it, that's the seed that's growing. What you want to do is not pay more attention to that fact by trying to change it. You want to withdraw your attention from that fact so that you're not nourishing and giving energy to the seed, right? To the wrong seed. When you are trying to believe something or you trying to manifest something, you really want something to happen and you just don't believe it, you would like to believe it, you want to believe it, you're going to do everything that it takes. I'm going to tell you right now what it takes. Withdraw your attention. Go general. Because if you are not thinking about the thing that you want in a pure, perfect way, then you're making it worse. For certain, okay? Because like attracts like. So withdraw your attention for a little while. And I'm going to tell you that the biggest mistake that people tend to make is they tend to think that if I'm not thinking about it specifically, then the specific thing that I want won't manifest. That is not true. If you're thinking about the specific thing that you want in the wrong way, it's going to show up in the wrong way. That's for sure. There are billions and millions of specific things that show up in your life on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day basis that you never thought about. So thinking about something specific is not what makes it come. So the first thing that you need to do is withdraw your attention and tell yourself, I don't have to think about this right now. I guess the answer is going to come to me. I guess this is going to sort itself out. You know what? I don't know how. I don't know what the answer is, but it'll be fine. It'll come to me. Go do something else. Work out, crochet something, cook something, take a walk, buy a puppy. I don't care. As long as you're not continuing to nourish the wrong seed. All right, so these next things are very important as well. If you want to make someone come back to you, here is the number one thing that you need to make sure that you are not doing. Do not try to get them back. Do not. I don't care if it's a complete surprise. I don't care what. I don't care if nothing makes sense. I don't care if they're out of their mind. I don't care if it doesn't. I don't care what you think. No matter what happens, if they walk in the door and it's a total surprise and they say, guess what? I don't want to be with you anymore. And they storm out or they're acting ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't care. I don't care. No matter what you do, agree with them. Say, oh, okay, bye. Wow, shocker. Now, I understand that a lot of you are watching this video because you already did everything that you could to get them back and it didn't work. So don't feel bad if you already did that. Just from this moment on, you are not going to do anything to try to get them back. You're not going to try to reach out to them. You're not going to try to change their mind. You're not going to try to show up where they are or be where they are or get them to notice you or get messages across to them. You're not going to make Facebook or Instagram statuses that insinuate things that have to do with them. You're not going to put any energy over there towards them. There's a few reasons for this. Number one is because trying to get them back because you're thinking about the version of them that is not already with you. That is not the version that we want to lend energy to. So you are not going to try to work with that version. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm trying to get you back, that means I don't have you. So I need to stop trying to get you back and come into a more satisfied energy. A lot of you are going to say this is easier said than done. It doesn't mean that you can't do it though. Don't argue for your limitations. If I'm telling you to do something that is going to help you, find a way to do it. Decide that you're going to find a way to do it. I've been there. I know exactly what you're going through. I got out of it completely. You can too. Tell yourself that. That's going to help you a lot. Just know, you know what? I don't have to be perfect right now, but I have to take a step in the right direction and keep doing that. Here's the thing that I see a lot of people do that is the reason why they don't manifest their specific person back. They will do the action portion of what I just said. They will not try to get the person back, and they will try to apply it energetically, but really they're still resentful. Really they're still upset. Really they're still freaking out inside. And they have an attitude. That means that you're not believing it. So if you're trying to implement this stuff, but it's not really happening on the inside, then you're not doing the process. You're not doing it correctly. So I don't want anybody to say that, well, I did it and it didn't work. No. If you did it and it didn't work, then you didn't actually do it. You didn't actually undergo the real inner change that I am referring to. And that is needed in order for law of attraction to give you that new parallel reality that you would like. So this brings me to my next point, which is do not have an attitude. So you could try to do the actions that I'm saying. Let's say that they say, okay, yeah, I don't want anything to do with you, and your mom addresses you funny and whatever. And you're like, okay, yeah, whatever. But you have an attitude. That means that you are not actually applying the process. You're not energetically there. The alignment with what I'm trying to say is not actually there. So you have to finagle yourself and manage the end, the pictures, the concept of yourself, the end in your mind, and the pictures in your mind, and the concept, and everything that you are putting into your brain and thinking about needs to be in such a way that you're able to calm down and not have an attitude about it. This means that you have to stop thinking about what you don't have. You have to stop telling the story about the problem. You have to stop reiterating the story about the problem. You have to stop trying to figure out what the problem is, trying to figure out what you did wrong, trying to figure out how to fix it. Thinking about the situation is what makes it worse. So that's why for a lot of people, the most beneficial and effective thing that you can do is completely get off the subject. 100% deactivate it in any way that you can. That is actually going to turn around and bring about your solutions. Another thing that I see happen with people is they succeed with this up until a certain point. So they improve themselves, they feel really good, they feel better, they do better, they become a different version of themselves, they put into their brain and their consciousness different things, and the content of their consciousness is different, and it's helpful and it's happy and it's good. But there's still a bit of resentment on that particular subject of that particular person in that particular situation. So they're fine and they're happy as long as they're not thinking about it. But then as soon as they think about it, it's a little rub. So what happens is they'll be good for the most part, and then the person kind of communicates with them again in a small way, and immediately resentment comes back up. That means you're doing it wrong. I don't like to say it in that way, but essentially you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing if you were going to really align and accomplish this for yourself. Stop thinking about the subject for as long as it takes for all of your attitude and resentment and lack mentality and bad stories, negative stories to go away. Now, the other half of what you need to do when you're doing this, because deactivating it is not enough, you have to start activating things that resemble what you would like to think on that topic. So for instance, if I want to be feeling secure and appreciative and safe and comfortable, and if I want to feel attractive and like other people are liking me and having good things to say and do with me in my life, if I want to feel all of that, so I have to experience that and think about those scenarios and put in my mind the self-concept that has to do with that, right? So I have to think about situations and scenarios that totally appreciate me, totally make me feel secure, that let's say that, I want really good communication. So I'm going to think about things that are and have really good communication. It could be even other things happening that don't have to do with me. I'm just thinking about really good communication, because the seed, whatever seed that you're doing or thinking, will grow. So if you want better communication with that person, you want understanding, you want them to appreciate you, you want them to forgive you, or you want to be able to forgive them, you have to think about those general topics and experience the essence of the foundational vibration of whatever those topics are in order to experience them specifically with that person. So you're going to experience all of the vibrations that you want by exposing yourself to that, but on subjects that don't trigger you. And at the same time, you're going to stop thinking about the specific thing, the specific topic that isn't working for you, that does trigger you. Okay, so you're activating what you want, you're deactivating what you can't think well about. So what should happen over time is you haven't thought about that thing that bothers you in a while, and you've been thinking about all these things that really help you and all these things that really put you in a good mood and put you in a completely different frame of mind vibrationally. So eventually, whenever that other topic comes back up, you've got an atmosphere and an environment going on that is good. And then you're able to see through the eyes of that goodness and project it onto that specific thing. So that's the game plan. If you're not doing both of those things, which is deactivating the thing that triggers you and activating things that are what you want, then you're not going to be able to completely shift yourself. But if you do this formula, it will for a certain 100% work. One of two things will happen. Either you will shift your vibration and you yourself will decide that you want nothing to do with this person because they're not even what you actually want in a person or a relationship anyway. They don't even have what you want. That happens to people when they shift their vibration. It just does. And then from that place, you're able to actually figure out, wait, what do I actually want? And get that and pursue that instead. Or what will happen is you will align fully, and then that interaction will come back around, and then you will be able to be a cooperative component in that interaction in the loving way that you want to be. Click the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button, click all to receive all notifications. Don't forget to join my group, stop by and bring your questions. If you just want coaching, I have that as well. That's in the link below. And I have courses on how to consistently align and also how to attract love. If being aligned consistently is difficult for you, I have a course on 7 steps to consistent instant manifestation. That link is below. Here's a playlist to help you continue learning how to manifest your specific person. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was easy.